Alright, today we're going to do a carnivore-ish, and I'm saying ish because it is a pie. It's got erythritol and key lime in it, but we're going to do a key lime pie. This is something we've enjoyed this summer just on occasion. This isn't a have it every week kind of thing. This is if you're having a cookout or going to a cookout, you want to have a little, dessert like other people have, things like that. Or you're just sitting back, it's hot out, and you're like, dang it, key lime would be so good. That's what this is for. So the first thing we're going to do is make our crust. I've got 1 cup of pork rinds in here, crushed up. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of erythritol, and even though this says Parmesan on it, this is erythritol in here. 1 egg, and this is 2 tablespoons butter that I melted. So I'm fixed to put all this in the pan and mix it up really good, and I'll be back with you. Before I start on this, I almost forgot. I need to preheat my oven to 350 and let it start heating up. And then I'm going to start making the crust. I do have a pie pan here. I have put avocado oil on it to help keep everything from sticking. So let's go ahead and mix this and I'll be right back. Alright, I've got all my stuff in here mixed up. So now I'm going to take this over here to the pie crust pan, and I'm going to take my stuff from here, just like if you were making a regular pie crust, and I'm going to, with my fingers, just patty this out all across it. So as soon as I'm done getting it pattied out, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So let me hit pause, and I'll be back with you. Alright, I've got my pie crust shaped. As you can see, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not perfect either. But it'll taste good, I promise. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in the oven that's preheated to 350, and I'm going to leave it in there about 20 minutes. So let me put that in there. Now in the meantime, I'm going to work on the filling. So to make the key lime filling, I've got 2 blocks of 8-ounce cream cheese. I've got key lime juice here, and I'm going to put 1/2 cup in it. And I'm going to use a heaping 1/4 cup of erythritol in it. And also 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I just haven't pulled that out of the fridge yet. But I use this key lime because, I don't know, let's see. Let me see if it'll focus in on the ingredients. There's the ingredients. You can't get much more minimal than that. So it's just straight up key lime juice. And you're not going to have that pretty green color because that's usually a colorant added to it to create that on key lime desserts. I don't want the artificial colors in my stuff. So you'll see it has more of a creamy to white color to it. But let me go ahead. I'm going to soften this cream cheese in the microwave and I'll be back with you. And I soften it in like 20-second increments and keep checking it because I don't want it overly softened. And also, if you microwave it too long, it starts popping. So I'll be back. Alright, so I got my cream cheese softened. It did take 40 seconds. After the first 20, I messed with it a little just to kind of mush it down. And it softened. I put my 2 cups of key lime in there. Let me go ahead and put my erythritol in there and my key lime juice. And again, it's 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, 2 cups heavy whipping cream, 1/2 cup key lime, and a heaping 1/4 cup erythritol. I'm going to go ahead and put all that in there and then we'll start blending. Alright, I've got all my stuff in there, so I'm actually going to put this on low and let it kind of incorporate a little bit before I turn it up any further because I don't want it to make a big mess while it's mixing, if that makes sense. Nobody wants a mess. So I'm just going to let that incorporate a little bit, and I'll gradually bring it up some until I feel like it's not going to be too sloshy. And then I'll mix it till it's really, really creamy, so I'll show you when it's done. Alright, I don't know if you can see this, but it's getting really fluffy. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to show you guys. See how it's kind of like a creamy, thick pudding texture? That's kind of where you want it. I did come by, I didn't put it on video, but every once in a while I just come and scrape the edges just to make sure everything's getting mixed. You also want to make sure there's no lumps left, which I don't know if you can see that, but there is no lumps left. So we're still waiting on the pie crust. Again, the pie crust has to bake for 20 minutes, so I'll be back with you when we pull it out and I let it cool for a few minutes. So I'll be back. All right, so it's been 20 minutes, so I am going to go ahead and pull my pie crust out. And of course, if you want your pie crust a lot crunchier, you can leave it in there. I like mine kind of in between, where it's like a kind of like a graham cracker crust. So I am going to take this out, set it up here, and I'm going to let that cool. So once it's completely cool, I'll be back. All right, it is cooled all the way. It's just like a regular pie crust. So I'm fixed to pour this in there, and I'll be right back. All right, there is a beautiful key lime pie. I am going to put this in the refrigerator and let it set up. We'll probably have a slice tonight, if not tomorrow. But like, let's say you have a cookout coming up, or you got a party tomorrow and you want to make sure you have it, make it the day before so it sets up in the fridge. You can also, if you want to decorate it and make it look fancier, just whip up like a cup, 2 cups heavy whipping cream with some erythritol in the blender. Whip it up really good. It makes like a Cool Whip, and then you can decorate it with that. And like I said, what I buy doesn't have the green dyes in it. So that's why my key lime is not green. Key lime juice is not green. So if you're using just pure key lime juice, it's going to come out this color. I'm fine with that. It tastes fantastic. So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank my Patreon sponsors. Because of you, you're making these recipes happen. Don't forget to like my channel, like this video, subscribe, share if you want to. I very much appreciate everyone's support, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you.